everyone, and welcome to another episode of ONECAST at Section 10. It's me again here, Devito, and today we're going to have our monthly talk as usual. But before that, how are you, Raymond? I've heard that the new COVID cases in Jakarta, they have been gradually slowing down lately. So how have you been doing these past few weeks?
Greetings, Devito. I'm actually doing quite well. Thank you very much for that. Well, naturally, I'm a little bit tired from the exams we've been having, but it's finally ending now with the mid-semester report card we're gonna get soon. I've also heard that there's less cases nowadays, day by day, and it really is exciting. We've been doing this quarantine for so long that I've kind of forgotten how it used to be before COVID happened.
Right? At first, the idea of quarantine was pretty fun, but now I just want to get it over with.
Yep.
Speaking of that, this actually leads us right into today's podcast topic, which is about how soon we're going to be able to go back to our old lifestyles pre-COVID. How exciting is that?
Well, now that I think of it, there's a lot of things that we haven't been able to do this past year or so that we'll finally be able to do again. I can't wait to meet up with my friends and go out together. You know, these midnight Discord calls and midnight gaming sessions are great and all, but it's not just as good as the real deal.
Exactly. I cannot believe we used to go out without wearing masks and gather in huge crowds like it was nothing. And well, I was actually watching a video of the Smack One Cup closing from around 2 years ago, and I still couldn't believe my eyes. I really do miss the atmosphere of us going, hanging out together without barriers at all, without the virtual barriers of being separated by at least 1.5 or 1.5 or 2 meters. But I think even after COVID ends, a lot of people will still be wearing masks anyway, or at least more than they did pre-COVID, just for their safety precautions, I think.
Yes, it's no surprise that people are gonna be a little bit more paranoid than usual when being around other people, right? I remember how back then, during the colder seasons, students would actually come into class coughing and sneezing all over the tables and walls, and here's the thing, no one even cared. Speaking of which though, I've heard that the teachers are preparing for hybrid classes as we speak, and soon enough, we'll actually get to learn classes again.
Hybrid learning. I've seen the trial video they made. Even so, I still have a little bit of doubts. But the main conclusion that I can take so far is that we have to appreciate that they're trying to slowly make offline learning work. And I'm sure that the school is trying its best to actually realize this. But at the end of the day, I think it's gonna take me some time to get used to this. The fact that half of my friends are going to be sitting next to me and the other half are going to be on my laptop screen or even the TV screen on the whiteboard, if I'm not mistaken about the it's going to be pretty unusual. That's one thing. But in the end, I'm excited to be talking to my friends in real life again, even though it's only half of them. But how about you, Raymond? Since you only joined Smokey last year, you haven't had the chance to meet any of your friends in real life. Are you excited about finally meeting them, or are you still nervous about it?
I personally think it's a mix of both. Everyone in my year and everyone in the year below me, naturally. During the online learning, we couldn't get to know as many people as before, right? So when the actual on-site classes come around, we'll be meeting a lot of new strangers, even if they're in the same year as us. But I'm looking to meeting that I've made naturally, right? After all, we were bound to get even closer when seeing each other face to face, yes? But what about the learning aspect of on-site learning? Yeah? Do you think learning will be more efficient? Or perhaps should I reverse the question for you? How did online learning affect your studying habits?
I think there's definitely some pros and cons to it, but the pros is that I could study at my own pace whenever I wanted it to be. But I think we can all agree that for nearly every one of us, there's definitely more distractions when it comes to learning at home. I'm pretty sure that at the end, a lot of my friends, perhaps including you, including even many other people, they have found it even harder to focus in class. But I do think that with the lack of focus and the direct presence of a teacher in classrooms, not a lack of focus, but with the full focus and the direct presence of a teacher in classrooms, I think it's going to be way easier for us to focus on the task at hand, and it's going to be much more enjoyable for us. Because I think the main reason is that we're going back to our school environment, our physical one, not the Zoom one.
This is the physical one,
And the second one is that we're meeting our friends. So I'm very
Yeah.
excited about it.
Yep. That is indeed very true. At the end of it, there's gains and losses to be had, right? But with the limitations we have now, I'm sure this is the best option we've got, and I can say that I'm quite excited to see how everything will play out in the future. And to end it off, Devito, do you like have any plans about what you'll do when the world gets back to normal again?
Okay, the fun part. I think I'm planning to go to the National Library near the Monas, if you know it.
That's
And
great.
well,
Yeah, that's great.
I've been planning to do it for years, and because of COVID, well, it all somehow broke down. But I'm also excited to finally play sports with my friends. They have invited me to play futsal and basketball, and well, why not? And how about you, Raymond?
I see, yeah. I personally do plan on meeting some old friends face to face and look forward to life being completely normal again. Like,
Yeah, I think
like,
that's
yeah.
a normal expectation.
yeah, going out, studying like normal students, and even the simplest things such as breathing fresh air outside, right? Right? Seriously. We seriously take some things for granted in life, eh?
Yeah, I agree. And well, I guess the simplest thing that I can wish for us is that the best for both our futures and of course
Definitely.
the well-being of the world in the middle of this unfortunate pandemic as well.
Yep.
I really do hope that our recovery goes along smoothly, and we're not going to scramble things up by somehow reversing the case and somehow making the case rise up again. So please, for the viewers, don't just go rampage out there. Please do follow
Yep.
our health protocol. And well, I think if it's going to happen, and we're going to have our life pre-COVID, like in the pre-pandemic in the near future.
Absolutely, Devito. I think everyone's had enough of this pandemic, and all everybody wants is to just live like normal again. So everybody, viewers and people listening, cheers to the future. Well, amen. Well, yeah, this wraps it up for today's episode of ONECAST. If you want to have a rewind or rewatch our past episodes, or perhaps want to listen to another ONECAST made by another section, feel free to tune in under Spotify on @ONECAST. ONECAST, and our Instagram Smokey with two E's behind it. Yes. And thank you everybody for listening. Have a good day. Stay safe out there.
Take care of yourself. Make sure you're still following the health protocol, and we will see you tomorrow night. Goodbye.
We'll see you next time, guys. Stay safe. Tata.